Alright, got a couple more parts today. Start with these little boxes again. These are the hub-centric wheel spacers from Z1. When you order these, they have two options, one for lowered cars, one for non-lowered cars, so make sure you get the correct ones. I do not have my lowering springs yet, but obviously I went ahead and ordered the ones for lowered vehicles. Pretty standard wheel spacer. I don't know if these are the fronts or rears. I'm not going to open the other box because they're basically the same thing. One will just be a little larger than the other. But, you know, they're nice, super shiny. We like shiny stuff. Z1's got their nice little logo on there. Not sure if you can see it. But very fancy, nice packaging. Good to see. And again, got two of those, but only have to open one. We know what the other one looks like. All right, this is our oil catch can to go with some of the parts from yesterday. Ooh. So I've heard a few mixed reviews on these. I've always ran oil catch cans on my vehicles. Some people say you don't need them. You know, it's not worth arguing about. You can run one if you want. You can not run one if you don't want to. The question I have about this car is whether or not you need two. I'm going to attempt with one first and see how I feel about it. And if one doesn't do the trick, then I'll hook up a second one. And there will be a company soon offering a dual setup. But this thing is very sharp. It's going to look great under the hood along with everything else. I can't get it apart right now because I believe you have to take either these 4 screws loose or the 3 in the triangle pattern to get the canister off. But it's nice. And in my opinion, does help protect the car. Running out of room already. Alright, these are the end links for the sway bars, which I haven't opened yet, but I've mentioned them a couple times, so we already know those are coming. They're in one of those big boxes over there. I'm gonna open one up just to have a little look at it. Good quality. Z1 gets their little logo on everything. Looks nice. It's good when you get little custom touches like that all around the car. Even though most people will never see these, it's still nice to know that they're there. And if you're doing sway bars, you might as well do the end links with them. So we got 2 boxes of those, front and rear. Now, I've been dying to open this. I always wanted to get one of these for the 370, but I never did. And I finally decided to get one this time. I like to do most of my maintenance myself. 1, because I don't trust dealers, and 2, it saves you some money. So this comes in 3 pieces. And I'm not sure if I said what it was yet, but it's the undershroud. So it'll replace that large factory plastic one. It's got extra cooling vents. The factory plastic does not have that. And then this piece is the last of the 3, which makes performing maintenance and changing oil much easier because this will just come off by itself. You don't have to remove that whole undershroud that comes on it from the factory. Put this here. 2 more large pieces in here. Take a look at each one. That's the only trouble whenever you get a order this large all at once, is finding the time to inspect it all in a decent amount of time. Man, that is pretty. That is gonna look good on the car. It's got nice rivets on the end. Again, Z1's logo. Just a really good, sturdy piece. I don't want to set it on top of the other one, but as long as I don't slide it, I think it'll be okay. And here is the front piece. So that last piece was the middle section by the looks of it. Oh yeah, just beautiful. What is better than a nice shiny car part? I love those rivets. I didn't even know those were on there. Got a nice little honeycomb vent in the front. Really nice. Well, that's it. Quick one again today. Hopefully I keep them all quick. That hardware is the little baggie I had yesterday too, that I almost spilled the beans on the undershroud about. But again, if you enjoyed, head over to the YouTube, give it a follow possibly, and that way whenever I start doing the installs, you can catch them as soon as they go live.